Good afternoon, everybody. This is Damon Bond of Bond Realty Group, licensed real estate broker in the states of Connecticut and New York. Hope everybody's doing well. Today is Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. If you have any questions, you can always email me at dbond011@gmail.com. That is dbond011@gmail.com. Or you can always give me a call or text 203-394-8123, 203-394-8123. Hope everybody's doing well. If this is the first video you saw, I already did like a 4 or 5 minute video before, and I'm back and explaining what was going on the past couple months or so forth. So I'm not getting to that. This is about answering your questions today. All right. So, somebody, emailed me and had a question, and I feel their pain. I feel their, their dilemma. And basically, what do you do? Here's the question, right? They make $40,000 a year. Where in New York can they buy anything? And I guess when he says New York, I guess he means New York, the 5 boroughs, maybe Nassau, Suffolk County, or Westchester County, right? And that's a tough dilemma, and that's a very, very, very good question. And I feel this. I feel this individual's frustration, because I was there myself, right? What do? So you have a job. Let's say it's a paid job that's paying decent. You make it ends meet and so forth, but you're trying to qualify. What can you possibly buy? New York City is an expensive market area. Everything has went up in New York City. Everything's went up. I mean, it's not affordable any longer. So what do? And here's the thing. Most of the time, and let's be very elastic with this, right? On average, a mortgage lender will lend you 3 times up to 2.5 to 3 times of what you make, right? So you make $40,000 a year, right? As this person wrote to me. So, I guess you could say to be conservative, 80,000, be liberal, 120,000. So between 80 and 120,000, that's what you qualify for, right? You're not going to buy a single family home in New York City for 120,000. It's not going to happen. So you say, well, duh, Damon, I know that already. So where can I buy? Where can I live? And you probably want to look into some condos. I don't know how big your family is. If you have, a wife and a couple of kids. But if it's you by yourself, you may be looking at buying a condo, right? 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom condo, and so forth. That's what you're looking at. Now, condos can be affordable. You get a condo depending on where you want to buy, or co-op, right? Now, outside New York City, co-ops are like, ooh, all right, like hard, but within New York City, co-ops they're a normal housing stock. And watch my video about, difference between condos and co-ops. But in any case, though, you're looking at a condo or co-op. Where? Well, you still get some deals in the Bronx. I know years ago, Parkchester used to be affordable. They still may be affordable. You probably want to look at, some little small places and, throughout, the Bronx, okay, certain parts of Queens, Southeast Queens in particular, you may be looking at, and maybe you'll be able to buy a co-op. But I certainly would recommend you contact a very good, reliable real estate broker or agent who can assist you with this. Get someone who knows they're working with a small budget, because sometimes some of these agents are, not all, but a few, may not want to deal with it because, they feel, it ain't worth the price, whatever it is. You can look for things on the New York State MLS, which is free, NewYorkStateMLS.com. You just register, sign in, you get these things. Look on Realtor. These are all sites you can look at yourself. All right, so let's see if there's any condos out there. And I gather you already checked that. So, yeah, it is a tough existence out there. Another factor is you probably want to look outside of New York City, all right? So what I'm referring to is maybe some places in Mount Vernon can be affordable co-ops or condos, right? I don't know. I know a lot of people, and I'm not suggesting for you, but they want to go to Bridgeport, Connecticut, and they still have their jobs, in the city or in New York. You may want to do that. I don't know. It's up to you. I know people who, they were civil servants. They work for Metro North or the MTA or something like that. And I helped them buy property up here in Connecticut to live in. And they just commuted. These are people who, of course, were, they were vested in their jobs. They've been in jobs a good 10 years or so. And, that worked out for them. And they were able to buy a single family house up here for $180,000, like 3-bedroom house, $180,000 up here. I don't know if you have a partner, fiance, wife, whatever you want to call it, because that will certainly give you more buying power. So you make 40, she makes 40, that's 80,000. And between the both of you, you know, we're talking about max 240,000, possibly you could be lent, you know, you get a loan for. But don't take my word for it. Of course, always please contact the mortgage broker. They'll be able to run the numbers. I'm not a mortgage I'm not a mortgage person by no imagination. I'm just a real estate person, real estate broker. But certainly, if you contact a mortgage person, they'll be able to assist you with that as well. So yeah, it's tough. I know how it is. I had to do the same thing myself. In 1999, 2000, I was a city employee in New York City, working in Queens. I lived in Queens. I was making $33,000, which was decent. It was a steady job at that time. You know, this is in the late 90s, early 2000s. And, you know, like you, I was looking for a house. You know, I was looking, all right, and there was a couple places on Long Island I saw, Baldwin, Roosevelt, but the taxes were astronomical. Now, remember, this is 1999, 2000. The taxes back then were $6,000, which is even a lot today. So imagine how much the taxes are today. And, you know, things didn't work out, and I finally decided to move to Connecticut because I had a job offer up here, city job offer in a city up here in Connecticut, and it was a perfect move for me. So I was able to, you know, take my money, my income, and get something up here. At the time, I was qualified for $120,000, you know, and I was able to buy a condo for $85,000, and it was actually in pristine condition. So I was very, very lucky. New carpeting, new flooring, and everything. So I got lucky. Of course, this was back in 2001 when I did this. So yeah, there's a lot of people like you out there, brother, that you know that has the same thing, that has the same issue. All right, and yeah, I would just advise you just to search. Don't give up. Sometimes you'd have to, you know, if you have to get another job, put that down payment money aside. I would do that so you have a larger down payment. That's fine. You know, don't work yourself to death, but just work yourself where you're able to, you know, take care of that. So these are some things that I recommend you do. I hope this was useful for you. I hope this answered your question. So please, if you have any questions, you always email me at dbond011@gmail.com. That is dbond011@gmail.com. Or you can always give me a call, 203-394-8123. Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk. Until next time, be well, stay safe, and be at peace. Have a good day.